What's happening, black people and other people of New York? Why are you looking at me like this? Did you not know there were black people in England? Huh? Did you know there were black people in England? Well, you do now after we were rioting. But before the riots, did you know there were black people in England? White people, did you know? We're everywhere. Obviously, black people are not indigenous to England. My mother is from Nigeria, West Africa. One person moves. I know, the rest of you just look at me. I know, what was my mother thinking? My mother had the pick of the globe. Why did she go from Nigeria to England? England. I imagine my mother in Nigeria with all her maps spread out before her. Where shall I go? Where shall I go? You know what? I am fed up with this sunshine. I want to go somewhere with a lot of drizzle and subtle racism. That's what I want, subtle. She went to England by boat. Boat. Took her 7 weeks to get to England. Always wondered why she never flew, because they had planes in the 60s. And then I went back to Nigeria with Nigeria Airways and realized why my mother took a boat. Nigeria Airways is crap. It makes Southwest look like Air Force One. I swear to God, this was an announcement on the airline. This was an announcement. Ladies and gentlemen, this is your captain speaking. Will all passengers please leave the plane and help give it a push start? They didn't even have food service on the plane. No food. They just walked down the aisle with a buffalo. Take a piece of the buffalo. The ass is juicy. The ass is juicy. Take a piece of the ass. So that's right, people. I went back to Nigeria, went back to Africa, get in touch with my roots, my African roots, and discovered that my roots are in London. Nigeria scared the hell out of me, people. I stayed in a hotel with the white people. That's what I did. I was like, oh, Nigeria is great. Oh, look, there's Nigerians. Okay, close the doors. Don't let them in. Don't let them in! It's a scary place for people. It can be a scary place. It's scary. You commit a murder in Nigeria, you will get away with it. You will. And I'll tell you why, because we ain't got no CSI in Nigeria. If we did, it'd stand for cannot solve it. Police in Nigeria turn up at a crime scene and they're like that. Okay, there's a dead body, there's a dead body. Somebody has been killed. Did you do it? No? Oh, damn. We will never catch the killer. Credits, credits, credits. Show done. Can be scary. It can be scary. Because you guys in New York, right? You guys think you're thugs, right? You got guys that think they're thugs. Like, yeah, we're thugs, man. We're thugs. New Yorkers, man, we're thugs. We're thugs. Go to Africa and see hungry thugs. I got robbed in a taxi doing 60 miles an hour. That is thuggery, my friends. I was in a taxi, so I thought, I'm in Africa, I want to film this, I want to get this for prosperity. I don't know when I'm coming back here again, never. So what I need to do is film this. We're in a car, what could possibly go wrong? I'm in a moving vehicle. So I stuck my camcorder out of the window. And I was filming, and then I felt, and my camera was gone. And I was left looking through my hand. And this Zoom is not as good as I remember. It's not just Nigeria. People are hustling everywhere, though. People are hustling. I went to Jamaica. Any Jamaicans in? Jamaicans? Jamaicans! They're hustling. I was over there in Jamaica. I went for 2 weeks. Came back after one. Jamaican men are terrifying! Terrifying! Have you ever had a Jamaican man holler at you? Let me give you the Jamaican man's holler at a technique. I was on the beach, this guy comes up to me like that. What happened, baby? Your pum-pum look fat. Pum-pum. Pum-pum, white people, pum-pum. Like I'm supposed to say, yeah, it hasn't had any exercise for a long time. People are hustling in Jamaica. Because I was over in Jamaica, and it was part vacation, part funeral. My friend's granddad died, and we were there to pick up the body. We got there for the funeral, so we went to the funeral home to pick up the body. Got to the funeral home, there was a guy outside the funeral home trying to sell us stuff as we went in. He was like that, psst, come here, man, come here. Come here, man. You want to buy a cheaper coffin? Go inside, get the body, bring it out the back. That wasn't the worst of it. We went in to pick up the body, and none of the bodies were labeled. Yes, I said it, none. We're like, we're here to pick up Mr. Spencer. And the guy's like that, right. Mr. Spencer. Which one looked like a Mr. Spencer? Come, man, come. Have a look yourself, man. Come. Have a look yourself. Look in the coffin. Open the coffin. Is that Mr. Spencer? Is that Mr. No, that's not Mr. Spencer? All right, come. What about this one? Look at this one. Look closer. I know it doesn't have a face, but do you recognize the flip-flops? No, that's not Mr. Spencer? All right, come. What about this one? Is this one? Look closer, man. Look closer. What you cry for? What you crying for? That's not Mr. Spencer. What you bawl for? That's not Mr. Spencer. What you cry? What you cry, guys? It's not Mr. Spencer. Is that Mr. Spencer? No. 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 Is that Mr. Spencer? After about 20 bodies like that, forget it. Give me that one. Just give me that one. Give me that one. Trying to explain it to the kids at the funeral. Yes, Johnny, sometimes when the body decomposes, it does turn into a white woman. Yep, sometimes that happens. I've been all over. Went to the Caribbean. Where else have I been in the Caribbean? Trinidad. Any Trinidadians in New York? Trinidad. I went Trinidad. I like Trinidad. I went for the carnival. Trinidad Carnival is the best carnival. Trinidad. It was my first time doing a carnival, though, so I didn't know the rules. Like, you're dancing on the street. Everybody's just dancing. There's thousands of people, and you're just dancing on the street. And you didn't know what happens. Men just come up and dance behind you. And I didn't know that. So I'm dancing, and next minute, man just comes up to me. Trinidad. Where I go? Trinidad. Where I go? Stay there. Where I go? Trinidad. Where I go? Trinidad. That was a bit of a shock when it's your first time, because you're just dancing, and next, what the? Trinidad.